Let's do it, chat. So, the mad lad has done it. Joe Biden has officially pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. Quote, no reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's case can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong. God, dude. Honestly, I didn't think he was going to do it. And who can blame him for pardoning the bad one? I mean, I think he's jealous of the Kennedys. Straight up, I think it's that he's jealous of the Kennedys. I promise you, like, that's my word as a Biden, right? Which means nothing, right? You can say that as a Kennedy. You can say that as a Trump. You could say that as a as a Clinton or an Obama. You can't do that as a Biden. You don't have a family legacy. Hell, you barely have a legacy other than doing genocide and, you know, racism. Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision making, and I kept my word even as I watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted. And this is the frustrating part. The thing that he did get charged for, pretty normal. Unlawful purchase of a firearm. Having a firearm while in possession of illegal narcotics. It just doesn't happen to the sons of presidents. That's the only thing that's different. For my entire career, I have followed a simple principle. Just tell the American people the truth. Damn, you failed on that shit a lot, didn't you? Let's take a look at this highlight reel of all the times that, you know, the Biden White House has said they're not going to do it.
From a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Well, is there
I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you, Gary. With the president.
Damn, she tried to duck that one real quick. No, next question. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Pardon all people charged with crack-related crimes. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Joe Biden pardoned 11 people for federal marijuana charges. I'm not going to say Hunter Biden wasn't maliciously, vindictively pursued by Republicans. I'm not going to say that, but yeah, he did commit a crime. Do I think you need to go to jail for those things? No. Was it political? Of course it was.
Pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear and I said no.
The president was asked about whether he had ruled out a pardon for his son. What did he say?
The president answered point of blank, yes, when asked, have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Your son.
Well, turns out that was a fucking lie.
Speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
You have.
Or Cotton Hill. Cotton Hill went and killed people himself, okay? Joe Biden doesn't have the fucking gumption for it, all right? That's a war hero, all right? He had Hitler's canoe, all right? He killed Nazis.
His son, Hunter, is also up for being sentenced next month. Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
Breaking news tonight. President Biden has made a decision to pardon his son, Hunter, ahead of the transfer of power to President-elect Donald Trump, according to a senior White House official with direct knowledge of the decision. He's expected to announce it later.
Legendary. Let's go over it.
The president issuing a full and unconditional pardon to his son Hunter after repeatedly insisting in public that he wouldn't do it. And to defend his decision, the president adopted an argument that could have come straight out of Donald Trump's playbook. Blame your political opponents and claim unfair persecution. President Biden said this, quote,
I mean, listen. If this is the start of the Democratic Party doing Republican shit, so be it. All right? It's not. Okay, but finally, the Democratic Party does some Republican shit. All right? About goddamn time. It's not. I know it's not. But goddamn, dude, the one time that they actually do some, like, you know, I guess, blood on the floor, Republican-style politics, it's nepotism.
the charges in his cases came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. End quote. No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son. And that is wrong, end quote. President Biden pardoning his son not just for the gun crimes for which he was convicted and not just for the tax crimes for which he pled guilty. Instead, Biden gave his son an extraordinarily sweeping pardon for any and all crimes he committed, may have committed, or even merely been involved in at any point in the last 10 years.
Dude. Benny Johnson. Benny not allowed to go to Republican conferences without his wife Johnson for reasons. Benny got gay cruise ads in his relevant searches. Johnson said a community note has been added to President Biden's post declaring no one is above the law after he pardoned his son Hunter for any and all crimes in the past 11 years. I don't think it was for any and all crimes, but no one is above the law. It is pretty funny. No one is above the law. On December 1st, 2024, President Joe Biden pardoned his son Hunter for crimes covering nearly 11 years of offenses against the United States which he has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through December 1st, 2024. You know that was an Elon post. You know that was something like Elon was like, okay, somebody, let's get a good community note. Do you feel like we're recognizing / entering a realm of populism and the goal is to fight for your populist opinion the hardest? I mean, nothing has changed as far as the goals of the progressive populist movement. Nothing has changed, right? It just means that it's more important now than it ever has been to get to work. Your tasks are exactly the same. I said that the day after the election. Nothing has changed for you. You still got to put in work. You still have to organize your workplace. You still have to, organize in your community, right? And I know that word gets frustrating for a lot of people, right? I remember seeing a post from someone on TikTok being like, lefties are always telling us organize. You have to organize. How? Well, not only is there a plethora of literature, but there are already organizations in your state, probably in your city, that you can reach out to and talk to. Even if you don't want to join them, you want to start your own thing, talk to them. There are people in your community that want to get involved with something, even if it is just a free kitchen, like a community refrigerator, free library, community garden. That kind of shit makes a world of difference.